desire. A desire to be entertained. It's true. That is why your friend, who claimed to be a comedian, was able to drag you down here tonight. This is why you spent money at the door to get in here. This is why later on tonight you will argue with the waiter over the idea, the thought of a 2-drink minimum. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be entertained. Gosh darn it, that's what I'm going to do. I probably just set the bar a little too high tonight. But nonetheless, recently for entertainment I've partaken in Netflix. Anyone here on Netflix? Yeah. Okay, a few people that will be able to relate to this next joke. Alright. I've been watching Netflix lately, and Netflix is interesting. It really is. Why? Because the fact is, they have an ocean, an array, a plethora of films, TV shows, and movies that you could watch. You know, my problem is that none of these films, TV shows, or movies are anything that you would want to watch. The other day I typed in Jaws. I want to see Jaws, the first one, made by Spielberg. And here's what they do. They said, oh, Jaws, great movie. Spielberg made it? Yeah, here's a picture of it, but we don't have it. It's not available. But we do have the third one, which was shot in 3D, and the shark was the size of the Chrysler Building, and for some reason they killed Samuel L. Jackson. Would you want to see that one? It's like, no. I don't want to see that. The other day I wanted to kick it old school. I really did. I typed in Animaniacs. Anyone remember that show growing up? Yeah. Wacko and Dot, you know, they all lived in the Warner Brothers Tower. Great show. It really was. So I typed that in there, and I'm like, oh, Animaniacs, great show. Here's photos from season 1 to 27. We have none of them. You know, here's how they compensate with it. Here's how they compensate with it. They show like photos of different movies that you could watch other than Animaniacs, almost as if it would pertain to that. Like, okay, so we didn't have Animaniacs, but how about the Human Centipede? There's about 3 friends spending quality time together. You're gonna enjoy it. You guys know about that movie. Yeah. But you know what? We all want to be entertained. It's just the truth of the matter. We all want to be entertained. Growing up, I didn't always watch films or TV shows to be entertained. I played games, you know, along with you guys. If you're from the 50s, you probably played Kick the Can. You know, if you're from the 60s or 70s, you probably played Mousetrap. If you're from the 80s, you probably played Battleship. If you're from the 90s till today, such as myself, you probably played a game called Bop It. Anyone here remember Bop It? A little electronic game. Looks kind of like you'd stick it on your steering wheel so no one would steal your car. You know what I mean? That type of thing. And the thing about Bop It, though, is it taught stress and anxiety to children at an early age. They'd be like, Bop it! Pull it! Twist it! Oh, you're out! You know? And like, it wouldn't just like let you be out, it would like insult you afterwards. And like, every kid playing that, it'd be like, oh, you're out! Your parents were getting a divorce. The game was horrible. You could play it. Oh, you're out. You were a mistake. And Santa's not real. That game was horrible. But you know, there were other games other than Bop It that I played growing up. There was a game I liked to play. It wasn't necessarily electronical. It was kind of more of a puzzle. Anyone here ever played Where's Waldo growing up? Yeah? By highlights, I think. I don't know who made it. But Where's Waldo was always interesting. Because Waldo, like, I'm the kind of kid that would always think outside the box. I would be thinking to myself, all right, why is Waldo really hiding? Like, what's the deal with him? Is because clearly Waldo knows something that we don't. Is what it is. You know, like hiding in the IRS, you know, you're not paying taxes. I don't know. You know, as a kid at 7, you're thinking to yourself, all right, why am I looking for this guy? But if you ever just like stopped and like did not look for Waldo and looked around at the other photos, some pretty weird stuff was going on. You know? Like you look at the photo, you're like, okay, why is a rabbi being ridden by a donkey? You know, it's just like makes no sense. You know, there's like slides, you know, like oozing lava. It makes no sense. You know. But Waldo, though, what I really loved about it though is that they'd start you off really easy, and then by the next page it'd be a horrific mess. You know, like the first page would be like, oh, here we are at a park. All right, there's a slide. There's a jungle gym, there's a sandbox, there's a tree. Oh, what's that behind the tree? It's Waldo. All right. You turn the page and it's like, pow! You just look at it, it's like a cluster of like candy canes that are red and white shooting out of the ground. The Boston Massacre is happening right in front of you. It's snowing. You know, there's polar bears eating red tomatoes. You know, just like, where is Waldo go? Why is Waldo here? What's Waldo doing in these events? I feel like Waldo would be a douche if he's met him at a party. How would you tell him his interest story in front of that guy? You know, like, can you imagine that just at a party? Some guy like, hey Mark, how was Hawaii? I heard it was great. Mark would be like, oh dude, it was great. I saw a volcano. And then at that moment, Waldo would be like, oh, whoa. You saw a volcano?
Yeah, I myself saw a volcano. Oh, what did yours shoot out? Lava? Yeah. I saw this great volcano on Neptune. It was great. It shot out lasers and puppies, and it started raining Skittles from the sky. And when those puppies opened their mouths, the plot of Narnia 2 would shoot out of their mouths. You know, it'd be really great. Like, you know, it's enjoyed it. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm not a fan of Waldo. But people like to do things for entertainment. They really do. Not only do people like to watch movies or read books or play games for entertainment, some people actually like to go do things for entertainment. Go do events like camping. Anyone here ever go camping? Yeah. Alright. Nobody likes camping. People go, nobody likes it. Because nobody's ever left camping going, I'm glad I did that. That was a perfect use of my time. I could have done that at home for free. You know, it's like, whenever I go camping, I'm always in the dirt thinking to myself, I could be at home right now. I don't understand why. And like, I love how when people go camping, they like try to they don't like realize it, but subconsciously they're trying to build their own home. You know what I mean? It's like, if only I had a place to sleep, which would normally act as my bed. I'll bring a sleeping bag. If only I had a place to cover me up while I'm sleeping. I'll bring a tent. You know, it's like, I'm going to be cold during the nights, you know, but I need food. I'll bring a grill. And next thing you know, you're bringing your whole house. And then next thing you know, it's like, if only I had some wood. And what you got there, you got yourself a nice little village. That's what you got. But camping's weird, though. It really is. Because things in the daytime look completely different than they do at night when you're camping. It's just true. You know, I mean, that's the same for wherever you are, I guess, but it's more tricky when you're going camping. Like, have you ever tried to go to the bathroom at night camping? That's an adventure. That is an adventure. Because, like, guys, we can just, like, take a piss in a bush somewhere. It's like, no problem. Girls, I have no clue what you do. It's dark. But anyway. like, for example, whenever I'm peeing in a bush, I'm always thinking to myself, all right, what's on the other side of that bush? This could not end well. At that point, I imagine a man would come out saying, what are you doing? My name's Waldo. Have you ever been here? All right, everybody, I'm Justin Washington.